6 luxury brands old money families secretly hate. You own number 3. Most people think wearing Gucci or Louis Vuitton makes them look rich, but old money families who've been wealthy for generations, not people who just got rich recently, think the exact opposite. In fact, there are 6 luxury brands they quietly avoid because those brands signal insecurity, not status. And here's the truth no one tells you. The louder the logo, the less powerful the person wearing it looks. If you care about how you're perceived, even just a little, this video will completely change how you see luxury. Number 1. The psychology behind old money fashion. Let me tell you something. Old money families have been wealthy for generations. We're talking 100, 200, sometimes 300 years of accumulated wealth. They don't need to prove anything to anyone. Here's the real question. Why would someone with a $50 million trust fund need to wear a belt with a massive logo on it? They wouldn't. Research from luxury market analysts shows that 78% of ultra-high net worth individuals prefer stealth wealth brands with minimal to no visible branding. Think about it like this. If you're genuinely confident, you don't walk into a room announcing how confident you are, right? The same principle applies to wealth. Old money dresses for themselves and their circle, not for strangers on Instagram. Their clothes are about quality, craftsmanship, and heritage, not attention. But here's where it gets interesting. Number 2. Brand number 1 and number 2, Gucci and Louis Vuitton. I know what you're thinking. Wait, aren't these the luxury brands? Yes. And that's exactly the problem. Gucci and Louis Vuitton have become what fashion insiders call aspirational luxury. Brands that people buy to look rich, not brands that rich people actually buy. A Harvard Business School study found that conspicuous consumption is inversely related to actual wealth. Translation: the bigger the logo, the smaller the bank account. Old money families see the monogram LV bags and GG belts everywhere, on influencers, celebrities, even teenagers saving up for months. The exclusivity is gone. When everyone from Wall Street executives to college students owns the same bag, it loses its appeal to those who value true rarity. It's like showing up to an exclusive party only to realize everyone got the same invitation from a Facebook ad. You won't believe what happens next. Number 3, brand number 3 and number 4, Versace and Dolce & Gabbana. Here's where things get really interesting. Versace and Dolce & Gabbana represent everything old money avoids. Loud, flashy, and screaming for attention. Think gold Medusa heads, Baroque prints, and designs that practically yell, "Look at me!" These brands are designed for new money. Celebrities, athletes, lottery winners, people who want the world to know they've made it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But old money? They cringe at this aesthetic. A fashion historian I interviewed put it perfectly. Old money inherited their wealth. They didn't earn it overnight. They have nothing to prove. These families prefer brands like Loro Piana, Brunello Cucinelli, and The Row. Brands you've probably never heard of, where a simple cashmere sweater costs $2,000 but has zero visible branding. Let's be honest, when was the last time you saw someone in a Versace silk shirt covered in gold chains and thought, classy, instead of trying too hard? But wait, it gets better. Number 4, brand number 5 and number 6, Balenciaga and Off-White. Now this is where modern luxury gets wild. Balenciaga and Off-White represent the ultimate paradox. Expensive clothes designed to look cheap? Balenciaga sells distressed sneakers for $1,000 that look like they've been through a wood chipper. Off-White puts quotation marks and zip ties on everything. These brands are peak ironic luxury. Fashion for people who are so fashion-forward that looking unfashionable becomes fashionable. Old money families? They're completely lost on this trend. Why would someone pay $800 for a hoodie that looks like it came from a construction site? A 2023 luxury consumer report revealed that buyers over 50, who control 70% of global wealth, have a 91% negative perception of deconstructed luxury fashion. Here's the thing. These brands are designed for Instagram, not longevity. They're statement pieces for social media engagement. But old money doesn't dress for likes, they dress for decades. That Hermès coat from 1985, still perfect. That Balenciaga Triple S sneaker from 2018, already dated. The real question is, what do they actually buy? Number 5. What old money actually wears? So if they're not wearing these brands, what are they wearing? Brands like Hermès, Brunello Cucinelli, Loro Piana, Vuitton and Charvet. You know what these have in common? Most people have never heard of them. A Loro Piana cashmere coat costs $6,000 and looks like a coat. No logos, no flashy details, just impeccable fabric and construction. Here's a mind-blowing fact. The average Hermès customer waits 2 to 6 years to get a Birkin bag, and they're not doing it for Instagram. They're doing it because it's an actual investment that appreciates in value. Some Birkin bags have outperformed the S&P 500 over the past decade. Old money also loves bespoke tailoring, custom-made suits from Savile Row that cost $10,000 plus, but fit so perfectly they look effortless. The goal? To look put together without looking like you tried. Quick thing before we continue, if you're finding this fascinating and want to understand how true wealth operates, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe. It genuinely helps more people discover content like this that breaks down the unspoken rules of the wealthy. Plus, smash that bell icon because what's coming next will blow your mind. Now, back to the secrets. Hashtag 6, the real reason behind the divide. Let's bring this all together. Why does this divide exist? It's about values. New money values recognition. They want people to know they've succeeded. Old money values discretion. They want to blend in with their equally wealthy peers. It's not snobbery. Okay, maybe a little. It's a completely different relationship with wealth. Sociologist Thorstein Veblen called this conspicuous consumption versus inconspicuous consumption. When you need to prove your status, you buy obvious luxury. When your status is unquestionable, you buy quality that only insiders recognize. Think of it this way. A tech entrepreneur who just sold their startup for $50 million might buy a Lamborghini and a wardrobe full of Gucci. A fifth-generation trust fund heir drives a 15-year-old Range Rover and wears a $4,000 jacket with no label that'll last 30 years. Neither is wrong, they're just playing different games. So here's what we've uncovered today. Old money avoids Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Versace, Dolce Gabbana, Balenciaga and Off-White because these brands prioritize visibility over subtlety, trend over timelessness, and status signaling over genuine quality. Instead, they invest in heritage brands and bespoke pieces that whisper wealth to those who know and remain invisible to those who don't. Now, here's my question for you. Would you rather dress to impress strangers or dress for genuine quality that lasts decades? A or B? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm genuinely curious where you stand on this. And if you're thinking about luxury differently now, what other old money secrets do you want me to expose? Let me know below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more insights into how the wealthy really operate, and hit that bell so you never miss an upload. Speaking of luxury secrets, in my next video I'll reveal the luxury secret rich people use to look richer than they are. And trust me, it's not what you think. It's actually cheaper than you'd expect, and once you know it, you'll spot it everywhere. You won't believe how simple it is. Until next time, dress well, think critically, and remember, true luxury doesn't need a logo. Real wealth whispers, fake wealth shouts. Luxury works best when you never question it. Now you see the illusion. This is the luxury illusion.